Thanks to everybody who's followed Overslept Pod on Instagram so far. Meta suppresses my numbers. You can't believe the follower count that you see there. So there just needs to be more and more until it becomes so big they have to acknowledge, okay, we can't keep lying about the follower count here. And the same thing just with the podcast in general, with the podcast charts, all the different companies that say this podcast doesn't even chart. It's insane what I'm up against. But I have all of you behind me, so I'm not worried. It's fine. And essentially, I think I said this before, my experience is the same. When I'm talking into my phone, giving you the news, well, reading you the headlines from Reddit News, sorted by hot. Sometimes I do best, sometimes I do hot. Lately, it's been hot. I don't want to get too in the weeds of journalism, explaining the nuts and bolts. Sometimes you sort by best, sometimes you sort by hot. This is stuff journalists know. But like I was saying, my experience is the same, whether I'm number one on the charts, I'm not on the charts, I'm doing the same thing. And I know I'm talking to millions upon millions of people right now. So whether that's reflected in some number a tech company puts on a list, who cares? I see who they say is at the top of the list, and I can't believe them. I know that's not the world. Look at the top 10 podcasts right now. No, right? You agree with me. I don't throw around the term psyop loosely, but that's what that is. Just look at those charts next time you get a chance and see who's at and really ask yourself, is that what people are doing? Is this the world? I don't think so. And I don't even have a very high opinion of the general public. And I still don't believe those podcast charts. I'm just going to keep on doing this show, reporting the news to millions upon millions of people. Thank you all for listening, and please go follow. Don't even mess with TikTok, because TikTok keeps banning my videos. I'm on TikTok. It's like at Chris Laker Comedy. I post there, but I keep getting videos banned for no reason. Their censorship is like insane over there. I'm not even like, oh, you got to let everything in, but I'm not saying anything crazy. I'm reporting the news. Okay, I babbled enough. Let me report the news now. Here's what's going on today. U.S. retail giant receives $1 billion boost from tariff refunds. The retail giant is Target. There's a picture of a Target bag. I don't know why they wouldn't just say Target made $1 billion off the tariffs. A lot of big companies made a lot of money off those tariffs. It seems like it could have been the plan all along to get all that money, because Howard Lutnick's sons are also making a bunch of money off the tariffs. You know, Howard Lutnick, he's the commerce secretary who lied about his relationship with Epstein. Yeah, they're making a bunch of dough off the tariffs too. So was it planned ahead? They at least understood what was going to happen. Lutnick did. I don't think Trump really understands how tariffs work at all. Multi-state salmonella infections climb to 431, U.S. CDC says. Eating any kind of produce now feels like I'm just rolling the dice. I'm living dangerous. I'm going to see how this goes. Either this is very good for me or very bad for me. I'm either getting antioxidants and vitamins and minerals, or I got to go to the hospital. That's the excitement you get when you get rid of these stupid government regulations, these inspectors going in there. Hey, why is there pig shit next to the lettuce? Dumb questions, micromanaging government overreach. If you want food that's been inspected and is definitely not going to get you sick, go move to Canada. And they'll tell you, you can't just move to Canada. There's a process. I know. I've researched it a number of times. I don't think I could get in. I know it's not perfect up there either, but I think I could probably eat a salad and some fruit without shitting myself into a coma. 2 students killed, driver charged after crash into Tennessee college cycling team. The driver is arrested and charged, so they think it was intentional. That would be so fucked up. Some people have a real irrational anger towards people on bicycles. And even with that irrational anger, how do you think driving into a group of cyclists is going to turn out for anybody? It must be blind rage. I have a lot of anger and rage, but I guess I'm not that bad. I'm pretty good, actually, now that I think about it. Compared to a murderer. or in this case, an alleged vehicular manslaughterer. Vehicular manslaughter should be as bad as the worst murder because so many of us are out there on the roads capable of committing vehicular manslaughter all the time. Committing regular murder is a lot more difficult. Vehicular manslaughter is like one of the worst crimes. It's in the top 5. I don't know what the top 5 are for me exactly. I don't have a list. More than 100 dead after gold mine collapses in Central African Republic. If you have a gold mine, you should have to mine the gold yourself. It should be like the old prospectors going in there with the pickaxe. You found the gold mine, you bought it, now go mine the gold. That's the satisfaction of the gold mine. You hire a bunch of people, put them in unsafe conditions, this sort of thing happens. And having a job where you are picking out the gold for whatever you're making it out, probably not that much money. And then just, here's a big wheelbarrow full of gold. Now you give me my bullshit paycheck. That's the most frustrating job I've ever heard of. That's up there with the guy who invented the Post-it note, not making any money off the Post-it note because he just worked for 3M. So he just got paid his salary. If I was that dude, I would have set fire to his Staples. Would have just freaked out in like an Office Depot. Everywhere you go, if you ever go into an office, Post-its everywhere, just mocking you. But this gold mine is a tragedy. 100 people dead. Probably unsafe work conditions. Obviously unsafe. The mine collapsed. Federal agent seizes devices from ex-rep Eric Swalwell in sexual misconduct probe, AP source says. That's great. This guy's a creep. He's up to whatever he was up to. I think he was having sex with a spy from China. He was almost the governor of California, too. I never liked this guy. He never seemed like he was on the up and up. So, yeah, prosecute this guy, 100%. But also, let's prosecute everybody. What about those Epstein files that have been lying around? Those things. You remember those. Oh, I'm just kidding. I know they're not going to do anything. But they'll prosecute this guy, and he should be. Fuck him. The U.S. national debt now stands at $40 trillion. I know that sounds like a lot, $40 trillion. Sounds like and it is. But imagine how much it would be if we actually spent money on infrastructure, education, and healthcare. It would be so much more. So it's a good thing we didn't do that. A lot of people wanted us to do that. It would be now over 40 trillion. I don't even know what it would be. It probably wouldn't cost as much as the wars that we fight, but those are important because of all the government contracts. Don't ask too many questions. 40 trillion sounds like a bargain. For the United States of America, you wouldn't pay $40 trillion. Well, I guess we pay more than that. We owe $40 trillion, but we're going to owe a lot more than that still. Time to raise that debt ceiling. A quiet channel between ICE and Iran shaped deportation flights, newly released emails show. I saw this story yesterday, and it's weird to me. I guess I don't understand everything. I'm not very smart, but it seems like ICE asked Iran, hey, is there anybody over here that you'd like to murder? Because we can just send them right back to you for you to murder, political dissidents. And this is while Trump is saying, if they keep killing protesters over there, we're going to get involved, which I never thought he cared about that for 2 seconds. And it's awful. All this stuff is bad. But some people made it out of Iran, came here, thought they made it to safety, and the government shipped them back because of freedom. Most prolific member of online extremist network 764, or is it 764, sentenced to 77 years in prison. I never heard of this online extremist network 764 before, so I don't know if it's 764 or 764 or 764. It's like the band 311. When I first heard of them, I just saw the CD and I thought it was 311. And then I say to my friend, have you heard this great new band, 311? He laughs at me and says, it's not 311, it's 311. What are you, a fucking idiot? So I felt very embarrassed. So I don't feel as embarrassed in this situation because this group is awful. They're not like 311. They're a bad group of people. 311 spreads happiness through music. This group, 764, targeted teenage girls online and somehow manipulated them into hurting themselves and hurting other people. I don't even understand how it worked. It is really a weird story. I did not do a lot of research into it. I just saw it yesterday and I just got that much information out of it. And then I don't know, I'm going to have to do more research. All right, one last story and then I'm going to go. I am not seeing anything that looks like good news. Oh, this is good. U.S. aircraft carrier arrives in Middle East to relieve troubled USS Lincoln. I thought that they already took care of that, but yeah, today it happened. So that's good news.